Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching,
episode 114.
25 plus 25 plus 50 plus 7 plus 3 plus 4 is 114, 'cause math.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hello, folks.
Sorry for being a little bit late, but we warned you.
Yep.
So, sorry, not sorry.
'Tis the season.
Just the season.
For Pam and Steph on Monday nights.
Yeah, we're on the road a lot. From now until Christmas.
Yes.
So, get ready.
Get used to it, people.
Get ready. We hope you had a good stitching week. We had an exemplary stitching week.
We sure did.
With our retreat. And we'll tell you all about that in a sec. If you're new, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you. We appreciate everybody who tunes us in. And
if you're new, this is a YouTube channel about cross stitch.
Yes, I'm the mom.
I'm the daughter.
And
we both stitch the things.
Yeah, we do all the stitching. And
I'm already going to warn you, I'm going to touch my hair a lot in this video because it looked good this morning when I left for work.
Yep.
But then, Cincinnati didn't get the memo that it's September.
Right.
And it's like humidity. And I use product, people.
Yep.
Whatever.
So, a couple of housekeeping items.
Yes.
And a big thank you and appreciation for probably the biggest topic in the comments after last week's video.
Yes.
And so, a note of explanation, if you will.
Okay.
As we were showing the chart that said Holland on it.
Yes. The Oberlin sampler.
The Oberlin sampler that said Holland on it. We hadn't had it in our possession more than a day and a half at that point.
Right.
And so sometimes when we gather stuff around us to talk about every week, one of us has looked at it, maybe the other one hasn't, and so forth and so on. And Stephanie pretty much was in communication with the person who found that chart for us.
Yes.
And it wasn't until during the actual filming when we opened it up to get identification on some of the motifs in that sampler did even we realize that it was Holland, Michigan. And we did not want to act too surprised.
Right.
Nor did we want to act unappreciative of receiving the chart from the person who handed it on to us. We didn't want to show any lack of gratitude for receiving it. Right. So thank you to the millions of you out there who commented and corrected us. We now know that is Big Red Lighthouse in Holland, Michigan. However, I don't think all is lost because I think that a lot of the details of that chart could be used to signify a trip to the Netherlands. And for that, we are very thankful.
Absolutely.
But we do stand corrected, and we knew it during the recording, but we didn't want to indicate that we were at all disappointed, which we weren't.
Because we're not,
or that we noticed the difference. So, that being said, we do appreciate the Holland, Michigan Oberlin sampler.
Yes. Thank you.
Second item of correction is having just returned from the Tiara Stitch Club Retreat. But before we even went, I realized I had misspoken about the anniversary of the retreat. I think I said that it was in its 20th year. I was really making it quite a bit older than it was. We did celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Tiara Stitch Club Retreat, and more about that later.
Yes.
So
10 years, not 20.
So, all the corrections, all the clarifications, all the appreciation.
Yes.
All the love.
Yes.
So,
cool.
Back on track. You wanted to talk a little bit about StitchCon?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes. So, thank you, first of all, to everyone who reached out to me or commented or whatever and said thank you for the StitchCon update in last week's video. sometimes I know that there are so many of you out there that are so wanting to come, and I want to make sure that the information that I'm giving is accurate and I answer your questions, and I just worry that sometimes I stumble over my words. So I'm glad that, and we watched it back, of course, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. And yeah, that's all correct. Okay. So, so if you're looking for more of a detailed update, I recommend you go back and watch the intro to episode 113. But I did want to let people know, just a gentle reminder, that we are starting to pull new people off of wait lists, and especially, yeah, new people, that's especially what. And so please check your spam folders, check the PayPal email address that you signed up with is where the invoice will go. So even if you even want to be so OCD about it, to check, like, log into www.paypal.com, and you can log into your PayPal account.
Look at your profile.
And go to your profile, and you can see if you have any open invoices that way.
Right.
And that way you're not searching through your emails.
All your folders in your email.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So, like, I would hate, so for example, yesterday was a day where invoices were due. So we're finally reaching that 2-week, 14-day mark where invoices are due, and if they're not paid, they get canceled. I don't mean to be mean when I say this, but, like, I don't have time to chase you down. And I'm trusting that the information that you've given us and the information I have on file is correct. So we send an email, a PayPal invoice to you with the email address you gave us. I copy paste that into PayPal. So if that information is not correct, I can't do anything about that, and I have no way of knowing that.
Right.
And so if the day comes and it's not paid, unless I've heard from you for whatever reason, like you're out of the country or whatever, I'm assuming that you don't want to come if your invoice is not paid. And I have a wait list on my long of folks that would like to come. And so yesterday there was a good chunk of invoices that were canceled because it was the day of canceling of the invoices for a certain group of folks. And I got an email this morning from someone who said I wasn't checking the right email. And I'm like, okay, if we get a cancellation, I can plug you in. But, like, at this point, I've moved on. So this is a professionally run event. So we're doing this professionally. So, like, please hold yourself accountable and understand that I don't have all the time in the world to track people down and see what's going on. I know that everyone has stuff and everyone has circumstances, and that we will try our best to work with you if possible. But you have 2 full weeks to pay that invoice. So I don't necessarily expect you to get it and pay it immediately. But that's what I'm trying to say.
Just a word of advice. Know what your PayPal email is.
Yes.
That's where your invoice is going to come from. Check it.
Yes.
If you are on the list to come.
Right.
It's as easy as that.
Correct.
So,
please don't, I don't want to open myself up to a bunch of messages from people being like, I just want to see if I've gotten an invoice yet. I just want to see if I've gotten an invoice yet.
We don't have time for that.
But just log into your PayPal account and you will see the history. Because if and when, so
that's the easiest way, rather than checking spam folders or anything.
Right.
Just go into your PayPal account and see if you have any outstanding invoices.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so you will get, okay, so you'll get the first email from us with your initial invoice.
Right.
Then a week later, you get a reminder email if it's not paid. And then a week later, if it's not paid and it's canceled, you get an email about that too.
Right.
So we notify you 3 times.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Just understand that we are moving through this as fair as possible and as quickly as possible. So
yeah.
That's that.
So just word of advice.
And also, if you are a paid attendee, and now that we're moving into new people who would potentially be requesting to join the Facebook group, we highly suggest that you do that. And if you search Stitch-Con 2020 on Facebook, then you will find the group. It is a closed group. It is for paid attendees of StitchCon 2020 only. I have removed those who are not returning in 2020 as of now. And so please, if you're interested or if you're on Facebook and you are coming to 2020, please request to join, because we'd love to have you.
Right, right. And as someone who I will not reveal, whose video I watched today, said, you need to be watching Just Keep Stitching for the latest information. So there's someone else who suggested that. So we're going to try from here on out to be here on a weekly basis. So we're pretty predictable that way.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
next. Thank you so much.
So, Pam's pinned comment came to us from a woman who shares my first name, Pam. Pam Hillebolt said, I think you two are having too much fun doing this FlossTube.
We are.
We are.
Exceptional.
We are. It's so much fun for me to watch you both enjoying yourselves with the laughs, the smiles, and the fun conversation back and forth. Being in your home must be so much fun.
It's like a carnival.
It is. With all your stories and fantastic information about Maine, it has created a desire in me to make a road trip to experience this wonderful place.
It's like Neverland.
Keep smiling.
Yes.
So, thanks, Pam. Your comment has been pinned to the top of all the wonderful comments we got after last week's video.
And Pam, when you go to Maine, please tell us.
Let us know.
Tell us all about it. We'd love to hear about your trip.
On the subject of... nope, I'm going to wait on that.
Okay, great.
I'm going to wait on that. So, let's talk about what we did this week.
Yes.
Holy moly.
So, this is the first of... Okay, so we have 6 total trips planned between now and Christmas.
Right.
One of those trips is not Stitchy related.
Yeah.
And they are pretty much back to back to back to back to back to back.
Right.
Not really, but there's a couple.
You're pretty close.
There's 3 trips in September and 2 in October and 1 in December.
Yeah.
And so this is the first of our retreats.
It was.
Yes.
The first of our retreats.
First of our retreats.
Yeah.
So, and these are the same retreats we went to this time last year. Some of them are just in different order.
Yeah. Dates a little bit adjusted one way or another.
So, the retreat that we went to this weekend was the closest retreat. Right. It is about 45 minutes away from us in West Harrison, Indiana.
It's like going to camp.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. It's just over the border into Indiana, in West Harrison, Indiana, and it is held at the Higher Ground Retreat and Conference Center. And
which I said last week was run by the Lutheran Church. Again, a correction, it's run by the Church of the Nazarene.
Okay, congratulations.
Okay.
And it is a retreat that is put on, like Pam said earlier, by the Tiara Stitch Club, which is a local stitching club here in Cincinnati. You don't have to necessarily be a member of the club to go, but that's who puts it on every year. And this is the 3rd time that I have been. This is how many times for you, Pam?
Probably the 5th.
That's what I was going to say. Was 5th.
I'm thinking I went a couple years before you started stitching.
Yes.
And the flavor of this one is fun for me because it's relatively local. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the stitchers who come, not all of them, but a lot of the stitchers who come, I have known since I was stitching in the mid to late 80s. Oh, so cool. It really is nice to see.
Every person might be like, who's that? And she's like, oh, that's so.
I've known her for years. Oh, I've known her for years. Yeah, it just went on and on and on. So that makes it fun. Yes. And
so this is also one of the only.
How many do you think?
They said 75.
75. So relatively small.
Yes. And this is every other retreat that we're going to, well, when we go to yep. This was the only retreat out of all of them where no one from the Whistle Stop crew besides us was there. Yeah. So it was nice because we could hang out with other people and we weren't in our Whistle Stop bubble. Yeah. And which is always fun, and it's nice because it's local people and they're people that come into the shop and they're people.
So see them in a different environment.
Well, especially for me because I work at Keepsakes, and so when they come into Keepsakes to sit and stitch, and I'm on the clock, so it's nice to just get to sit down and stitch with these girls.
We had a blast.
So first and foremost, I want to explain also that the layout of the retreat is different than other retreats in that, yes, it's always run by the Tiara Stitching Club. However, different little groups of girls run it every year. So this is a totally different group of women that put it on this year than did last year and the year before. And so that means that it's different every year.
The flavor of the organization.
Right. What happens,
what happens during the weekend.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Correct.
We are going to have someone, I'm not going to tell who, but someone who is geographically away from our area now, but is a name that you will recognize right away, has stepped up and is going to organize it for next year.
Yes.
But I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't know that it's public knowledge yet.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So, that keeps you coming back.
It does. Because you're like, I want to see what they do with it.
So what was extra special about this retreat this year is the guest designer that we had.
Yes. So we'll talk about that in a moment.
Right.
Because the table setup this year was also different than it's been the last few years. And they had 3 long tables. So you sat across from each other. So, which was really nice and very...
But I've seen that in pictures of other retreats.
Oh, no, I
haven't attended.
I have too, but just not at this particular retreat.
Right.
So,
so not round tables, not clustered tables.
So it's very inclusive that way, and very,
and easy to walk around.
Yeah, totally. So we actually sat at the very end of the middle table because we brought too much stuff, and so that way we could just put all of our stuff on the end, and
it didn't bother anybody else.
And so our biggest heartfelt thank you to go out to the girls that had the honor and the privilege of sitting next to us. I'm just kidding. They kept saying it all weekend, so it's funny. No. But who we had the honor and privilege of sitting next to all weekend.
Yes.
Tina and Connie and Vicky.
Yes.
And so all 3 of these girls are, it was their first year ever going to Tiara, which was super fun.
Yeah.
And then all 3 of them are also loyal Keepsakes customers, so we know them personally, but just to get to know them more was a highlight of the weekend for us. Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
So, so we will talk a little bit about all of the Tiara things.
Do we want to talk about who the guest designer was?
We're going to get there in a second.
Oh.
Okay. So the setup is that there's like a lodge that's next to this ginormous barn, and the barn is totally renovated, and there's carpet, and it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where the stitching room is, so it's like minutes walk between your hotel room.
And it was somewhat warm still here in southern Ohio and southern Indiana, so it's lovely air conditioned.
Yes. And then you walk in and you get your room keys and your name tags, and then they hand you your goodie bag, which is this really cute what is this material? Pouch.
Canvas.
Thank you, canvas. And then they had it embroidered with the Tiara and 10 for year 10. And then inside, everybody had kind of a different little selection of coupons and little goodies. So we got this really cute dime needle minder, and to mark 10 years. And then we got a little ruler, always handy, from Sassy Jack Stitchery. I'm assuming that they reached out to Sassy Jack's and to other places to get the stuff that went in our goodie bag. That makes sense. And then in my bag, there are some coupons for Heartstring Samplery and a coupon for Fairy Wool in the Wood.
Usually the coupon was either for $10 off or 10% off.
Yes.
Always on the 10 thing.
Correct. And then this is for 20% off at Pinoy Stitch.
Yep.
So that's cool. And then also the guest designer who we were very excited about was Beth Seal from Summerhouse Stitchworks.
Yep.
So inside every one of our pouches was this exclusive design that she made for us, and it's called Crowning Biscornu. So it says Tiara, and then on the bottom it says 2019. And she sold finishing kits that included the fabric and the floss and the beautiful diamond on the inside. I mean, it's not a real diamond, but you know what I mean. And I got one of those. So these are super cute, and I can't wait to stitch it. Mm-hmm. And so that was what was in the goodie bags that we all got. Pam and I had the same stuff in it, so we just had the one to show you. And then, so Beth taught some classes throughout the weekend. Pam and I did not partake in any of the classes that in the pre-stitching class that she had, right. But she was also teaching what she called a bezel class. So a bezel, if you're like, what are they talking about, is one of these things. And so how it worked was this little image of this black cat was on a piece of cardstock. And if you see, it's raised up glass. And then you take craft glue. I forget the brand name of it, but you take craft glue and then you put glue on the back of this piece of glass, and then you stick it on the paper, and then you let it dry. And then later, like after dinner or whatever, then you go back and you cut the paper around the piece of glass. And then she gives you these little silver pieces right here, or she had like black ones too if you wanted that, but I got silver. And then you put the glue on the back of the paper in there, and then you stick it inside. And then we each got to do 2. If you took the class, it's $10, and you got 2 of these. And then she gives you this for a floss ring for one of them, so we could pick which pictures we wanted. So I wanted the little black cat because it was a fall retreat, so black cat's Halloween, whole thing. And then the second one, she had made into either a scissors fob or a zipper pull or a keychain or whatever. And so this is obviously a tiara, and then twisted cord, and a lobster claw on the top. So they did all of this for us. They did the twisted cord. We got to do the gluing of the bezel, and then we gave them to her, and they did the twisted cord for us. So she actually had a helper, which was another designer, Janice Note from Noteworthy Needle. And we had met Janice at Galleria last year, actually, so it was good to see her again. So that was a really cool bonus class that I didn't know was going to happen. And I said to Pam, I was like, can I do the bezel class? And she was like, I don't care, go. Yeah. So that was super fun. And then there were door prizes, and your girl won a door prize. And so she gave us these little felted little pumpkins. And I was like, this is going to go great up on the mantle away from the cats, because this looks like a great little cat toy. Mm. So thank you to Beth and to Janice for all of that. Right. And then in addition, okay, so
there was a little bit of a
freebie
table. You couldn't just dump stuff.
Yes.
You had to bring it, whatever you might be willing to part with in a box, and you had to be willing to take back home what wasn't grabbed up.
Yes.
So I didn't even, I didn't go over there. Steph went over there and came up with a few little gems.
I sure did. And so every time. Oh,
another pen.
But look, I got extra pens over here this time.
We're learning.
We are. So I picked up this Oberlin sampler. That is Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. And I got it just because maybe Nate and Katie would want me to stitch it for them.
Yeah.
Or want you to stitch it for them, Pam. We'll see.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the pen, Pam.
Okay.
Okay. So, it was free, so why not?
Yeah.
And then I got this, and Pam really loved it, and it is a La-Di-Da Eagle's Wings.
Yeah, it has that verse that became quite a popular song.
And I will raise you up on eagle's wings.
Right.
Bear you Wow. And I will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of my hand.
Right.
And we have a model of that at Keepsakes as well.
For a second.
Yes. And then I picked this up for Pam.
Yeah, she did.
I did. I picked this one up for Pam.
I have all kinds of personal shoppers.
Her daughter's her number one. And this is called Long Winter.
From Bent Creek.
From Bent Creek. And I got it because of the ice skater. How freaking cute is that? Whoever does the model stitching for Bent Creek is the world's best stitcher. Doesn't say anywhere. But their white stitches are goals.
Let's see.
Yeah, you look at it. And then I picked up this work basket chart, and I like it because it's called Quaker Rabbit and Quaker Turtle, and I really love the Quaker Hedgie. And I like the turtle, and there's the rabbit. So, Quaker Rabbit, Quaker Turtle from the work basket. Super cute. Super cute. Okay. And then Pam actually stopped someone.
So I saw this woman heading to the freebie table, and I could tell from afar, from across the room, that she had in her hot little hands 4 issues of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. Well, I said to somebody, was it you?
That was Tina.
I said to our friend Tina, I said, go get those from that woman before she puts them on the freebie table. So they're a little bit old, but they've got some great designs in them.
They're older issues that we don't have.
Yeah, from before we started
really getting into
that magazine,
and me getting more into
we love now. But we didn't always, and I mean we didn't always get it.
Yes,
we love it, of course now.
Right,
but so we've already tabbed it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what. So this is 2015.
Yeah,
fall 2015.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is. I don't have a date on it necessarily, but it says winter issue, and it says issue number 4.
Yeah.
So this oldie but goodie.
Yeah.
And this is fall 2015 with this one. And actually, somebody gave me that out of this.
Yeah, a lot of these the designs were first published in this magazine and then were issued later on as separate charts for
sale. And this
sale.
is the 2015 Christmas issue, which has so much good stuff in it.
Right.
And then, they all have good stuff in it.
Right.
And then this one is the 2016 spring issue.
Yeah.
And this, I love this. Love it.
Yeah. So we grabbed those.
Yes, grab
off
those.
the freebie table.
And also, Leslie LaFleur from Under the Sea Fabrics, she was there.
Right.
So Beth Seal from Summer House Stitch Works, she brought her trunk show, and she needed room for the classes that she was having throughout the weekend. So she didn't want to, not she, but the organizers didn't know exactly how much space would be allotted.
Right.
And so in the 2 previous years that I have gone, Leslie has had a table set up and has been selling fabric.
Right.
This year, she flew as opposed to drove, and so she had a suitcase full of fabric, and that was it.
Right.
So for the first, Friday night and most of the day Saturday, she was taking people up to her room to look at her look at fabric, and then about Saturday afternoon, once the classes were over, she brought what was left over down to the stitching room, and we all kind of looked over it. I went to her room. Her room was right next door to ours, so it was easy for me to pop over. And so I picked up a fat half, I think.
No, that's just a fat quarter, isn't it? I don't know. That's a fat quarter, isn't it?
Fat quarter.
Yeah.
Fat quarter of a color I had never seen before. And it is 28 count linen in the color Sandbar.
Yeah.
So it's like a dirty summer khaki color.
Yeah.
Like, it's beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm pumped about that.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, Beth Seal had her trunk shows.
Do we want to talk about that now or wait till haul?
We'll talk about it now.
Oh, okay.
So sorry about the crinkle.
Okay.
But I didn't want to get it all mixed up. So there's yours.
Okay.
And that's, the bag is going away now. So I didn't pick up a whole heck of a lot of it because I was like, Stephanie, Galleria. Stephanie, Galleria.
Yeah.
But I have in my stash, I have all of the charts for her Fragments in Time collection from 2018. And she actually had thread packs for them. So that's the colors, if you're familiar.
Are they identical packs?
Yes.
Why did you get 2?
Because I asked her how many packs I would need to complete the whole series.
Oh, okay.
And she said 2.
Oh, interesting.
And I said, okay, great. If I wanted, because some people only want to do like 1 or 2 out of the
I see.
collection.
But you've got them all.
But I want to do them all, yeah. And
okay.
and I asked her, I said, I want to do them on 32 count. And so she said, get 2 just to be safe.
Okay.
So I got 2 packets of that. And then, like I mentioned, I got the finishing kit for the Crowning Biscornu. And inside is, this is chocolate milk fabric linen, 32 count from Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. And then this is slate. And then the little diamond thing to put in the middle.
Okay.
So I got that. So that will go with my kit or with my pattern so I can get that done. And then this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this. She had the model there, and I am a sucker for color, and I am usually not like huge into samplers, but this is just beautiful. And it's called Caroline Behringer, and this is what it looks like.
Wow. Right.
It's gorgeous. So that's the original there.
Wow.
And then that is her reproduction.
Wow.
It's stunning. Like, I'm obsessed with it. So, and she was born in Germany. So that's cool.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's beautiful. So very, very excited about that. Okay, what did you get, Pam?
Well, you brought these to me, and I went, yes, please. Personal shopper.
Well, no, it was Vicky that showed you them first.
Yeah. You want to talk about that one?
Sure.
Beth did a series of Fathers of Freedom, some of which I have, and others of which I did not yet have. Mm-hmm. This is Fathers of Freedom, The Great Emancipator, number 3. A Lincoln.
Yes, love it.
This is Fathers of Freedom, of course, number 1, Mr. President.
Yes. Love it.
And then this one is another patriotic design, and the model is stitched on that pale gingham that Weeks natural straw. Is that right?
Where?
Hand-dyed gingham linen.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Weeks. E pluribus unum.
Love it.
So, pick those up. She also
Do you want me to talk about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
Let me do this
Yeah,
first.
do this.
She had some bundles of Picture This Plus fabric. Mm-hmm. I had not seen this color before, so I picked this up. Fat quarter of 32 count tarnish. I thought that was a very lovely
like a blue silver.
Blue silver. And I got an extra skein of the slate blue from Gloriana Silk.
Pretty.
So I thought that was pretty.
Yes, it is.
But you know, we had to kind of rein ourselves in
because Bastille will also be a gallery.
Yeah, she's going to be a gallery.
So I was like,
we kept saying, see you in a couple days.
Right. So the last chart that we purchased, we have a little story about. So if you all remember, back in August, Pam and I went to this little shop called Country Sampler.
Right.
So in the basement of Country Sampler, there were 2 models that Pam and I fell in love with. One of them I could tell just by looking at it was a blackbird, and I was fairly confident that it was out of print. It was. I listed it as one of my unicorns and some sweet unicorn bearing stitcher sent it to me, and it's Liberty House by Blackbird Designs. The other one was still a complete mystery to me. I had no idea who the designer was. I even asked the ladies at Country Sampler, and they had no idea. They just knew it was out of print. And I said, oh, okay. So I said, I'll just save the picture to my phone and hope maybe one day I'll find it. So on Saturday afternoon, I'm just perusing through the boxes of Summer House Stitchworks trunk show at Tiara Stitch Retreat, and I'd be damned, but there's the chart. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, this isn't out of print. Clearly, she's got multitudes of copies in front of her, all for sale. So I don't necessarily know where the miscommunication lies, or maybe Country Sampler isn't interested in ordering direct from Beth, because I do know that this chart is not available through distributors. So maybe that's where the problem lies. I'm not 100% sure. However, do your homework on your shop models, people, and on the charts that you see. And if a shop tells you that it's out of print, double check to make sure.
Do a little homework on your own.
Yes. Because I was convinced. I was like, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, like, I don't have anything else to stitch.
Right.
Okay?
It's just interesting.
Yes. And so I told Beth about it, and I was like, it's not Beth's job to get in touch with Country Sampler.
Right.
So, anyway, I was bummed at Country Sampler, but then I was also very pumped that I found this chart for retail, and it is Summer House Stitchworks. It is an old one. It's from 2006, but it's still in circulation. If you want it, have your local needlework shop order it direct from Beth Seal.
Yeah.
And it is called Star.
Yeah.
And it is for Pam.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, I like America too.
I know, but still.
But still, it's beautiful, and it's beautiful stitched. She did not have the model with her at the trunk show, but I had also seen it at Country Sampler, so I knew that it was pretty. And it says down here...
Do you have a picture of it in your phone from Country Sampler?
I don't. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I'd like to see it at some point.
Okay. And the words here say Spangled Banner, if you can't see that.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it says Star Spangled Banner.
I didn't realize that. That's cool.
Yes. So a very sincere thank you to Beth Seal for all of the hard work that she did to put all of this stuff together for us.
Right.
It was super fun to see her and enjoy her all weekend.
Right.
I also did a little video for you guys. Mm-hmm. I didn't do a whole lot of Insta storying this weekend. I'm so sorry about that.
Sometimes you just want to live in the moment.
That and the service sucked.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We were kind of, It
took me like 20 minutes to get a video message from Linda
We were
Jo,
just enough out of Greater Cincinnati to be
not able.
Kind of,
and then the Wi-Fi that they had wasn't great either. So, luckily, next week when we're in Galleria, all will be well.
Yes.
So, but however, I did record a video of the stitching room and Beth Seal's trunk show.
There you go.
So I will happily insert that video here.
Very nice.
Yes.
Right?
So again, a huge thank you to all people involved, Peggy Anakin and Christy Yost, and all of the other wonderful folks who were there and enjoyed the weekend with us.
Absolutely. It was a nice group. Nice
yes. Group. All right.
Okay.
So
we want to talk about what we've been stitching.
Yes.
At retreat and otherwise.
Sure.
All right.
Do you want to talk first, Pam?
We're going to talk about whips.
Yes.
Okay.
Your 2 whips are up there.
Right. So, I didn't take too many things. In fact, I think I took 2 things.
You literally took 2 things.
I literally took 2 things. Mm-hmm. So, I decided that I would take Pam's Maine from Twin Peak Primitives.
Yep.
Designed with me in mind. And if you don't know, there is a sale going on.
Sure is.
As soon as you are able to kit it up.
I ordered our copies from Hoffman.
Wonderful.
Today.
I
meant to tell you that.
I am doing mine on an even weave, and it's bluish, so it's different from the picture. And I'm pretty much starting in the middle. This is West Quaddy Head Lighthouse.
Look how much she got done, people.
And can you hold it up close?
Absolutely.
I can't even see where I'm going here.
You're good.
Yeah, so, so obviously the house is going to be down here.
Doesn't it look so good?
And, but I got all the grill work and the top, and so I felt really good.
Looks awesome.
And it looks really good on the blue.
It does. It looks fantastic on the blue.
So I stitched on that, most of the time.
Yeah.
If not all of the time.
No, most of the time.
I think Friday night I stitched on this other one that I'm going to show you, and then I just said, okay, I'm going to pull this out.
Here,
so we're on our way with Pam's Maine.
We are.
And
you're going to take this.
The sale is going to last until I turn 65 next June.
Woo!
June 2020. So if you would like to join in, you can get it. If you have any connection to Maine, if you vacation there, if you are from there, if you have family there,
if you like
the seacoast, if you like lighthouses,
if you like Pam,
do whatever. Whatever.
I just like to say that over and over.
The other whip that I've worked on a little bit Friday night at the retreat, and then today, I've been stitching all day.
I know, I came home and she was like, I stitched so much today.
Yeah, my eyes
were lucky you.
My eyes were kind of telling me to stop. Very, very washed out picture on this. This is Little House Needleworks Colonial Dry Goods. And not a very good picture at all. There's a model of this at Keepsakes. And it is one of my Mania starts.
Yes.
From 2018.
Yes.
And I'm almost done with this. Mm-hmm. I may finish this tonight if I stay up late.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And literally last night, I said to Pam, are you going to finish that tomorrow? And you went, oh no.
Well,
no.
Because I've been stitching all day, man.
Okay, so, man.
Anyway.
Don't come at me, bro.
So anyway, wait a minute. Let me just take this to the back.
Yeah, can you pull it together, please?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Well, I don't want to lose that.
Well, stick it in the fabric. There you go, Pam.
There we go.
I remember my first day.
This is very, very colorful in person.
It is.
And I'm very, very pleased with it.
It looks fantastic, Pam.
So, I don't know. It still looks light on camera. Maybe there.
There you go. Look at those white stitches, Pam.
So all I have to do is finish the top and come down the other side.
Is this color the same as this color?
No. This color here, this orangey, is literally called Little House Brown.
Yeah.
So it's the same color as these letters.
Yes.
And the stand and the hair, I believe. And so I need to come across.
It's so cute.
And that'll be another Mania slot freed up. So I'm kind of excited about that.
As you should be.
And if I don't finish it tonight,
you'll finish it tomorrow.
I'll finish it tomorrow for sure. So it'll be a finished
for sure
next next video.
Yep.
So those are my 2 whips.
All right. So here's the deal. I was a struggling mess at Tiara. So I have a finish, which you'll see in a minute, and I was so in love with that I felt like none of my other whips lived up to it. And so we drew names for our Whistle Stop Secret Santa, correct? Correct. So I'd started working on that ornament, and then halfway through Saturday, I was like, crap, I'm not going to have anything to show the people.
Yeah, she kept saying, I want something for the video. I want something for the video. And I was like, chill.
But I wanted something for the video, so you're welcome. So then I started going through my whips. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll have this new start. And then I was like, no. And then I pull out a whip and I put 10 stitches in it. And I'd be like,
I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. How do you like that one, Steph? I'm not sure.
I don't know. So that was me most of the afternoon on Saturday.
Yeah, she's a real
party
pooper.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So party pooper was me. Not like I hate stitching, but I was just like,
yeah, you pick something up and it just doesn't
touch you where you need to be touched.
Oh, boy.
And so what actually ended up doing the trick.
Can we just steer this conversation away from anything with a...
Okay. Was this, which is an oldie but a goodie.
Right.
And this is a whip that I really should just shut up and finish already.
Yeah.
Thanks for agreeing, Pam.
Yeah.
And it is Satsuma Street Happy Halloween. So, I am stitching mine on, I think it's 32 count, vintage pearly white, vintage
winter white.
No, vintage smoky white.
Smoky white.
Smoky white, as opposed to this bright white. So it's got a little bit of slight variegation to it, and the last time I showed it to you, in case you don't recall, which I didn't until I pulled it out.
It's been a long time.
Been a long time, people. I had gotten all of the outlines of all the boxes done, and that was stupid and pointless. So that's what's underneath the Q snap that I just undid for no reason at all. And so I had been working on filling in the blocks one by one by one. So that's where we're at with that. And so this is what it looks like.
Wow, that shows up nice.
Thanks. So what I did at Tiara was I did this one over here with a bone in it. So that's actually negative space, and it's supposed to stay that way. So I'm going to leave it there for that. The W is all done. The P, this box, the L, both L's are all done. And in this box, there's a backstitch spider web that I will do later on. And then this box is done, and I finished the E last night. So every box that you see on here with anything inside of it is done. Except for this with the backstitch. Okay, but anyway, so it's fun. It feels like I get stuff done every time I get a little box done. So
yeah, that's nice. To have a little sense of completion with each one.
Yes, but like this box is full coverage. Like, even though this is a tiny little box, it's a lot of stitches, people. Mm-hmm. So it's super fun, and so I think I will stick with it for a while.
Yeah, good.
And see how far I get.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
Guess what time it is? It's your favorite and my favorite time of the week.
Right.
It's time for the bell.
There you go.
And in case you're new here, every time we have a finish, we ring the bell.
Right.
Because it's fun.
Right.
Okay.
So, I'm going first?
Yes.
This was also a 2018 Mania start, so I'm glad to get some of these older whips finished. And...
Pause.
Why?
You can purchase that Satsuma Street chart on their Etsy shop, which I will link in the description box below.
Okay. Okay, this was a Mania start from 2018, which was our first year doing Mania. And it is from, I don't know why either.
Me neither.
This is from a designer called Stitches Through Time. Her first name is Pam, last name Bartnett.
Wow.
And I didn't think these were readily available, but if you go over to Crazy Annie Stitchin, she has her full line.
Yeah.
So that was really nice for Annie to step up and provide those, because this got a lot of compliments on Instagram when I showed it. Even when it was a whip.
Yeah.
So I finally finished it, and it's on Ale from PTP.
Yep.
And the
picture this plus.
Yeah. And I think it's just adorable. I love it. I think it's her cutest design, to be perfectly honest. So if you are interested in this one, go over to Crazy Annie Stitchin on Facebook.
Yeah.
But
it's super cute.
I think I'll make it into a flat fold of some kind of stand-up. I don't think it warrants framing.
You could find a really cute, like, ghosty fabric.
All these orange flames and
be fun.
Eyeballs are beads, so I think that'll be probably what I'll do.
If we could find a ghosty fabric.
Yeah.
Or with bats on it.
Yeah. So, there you go.
Congrats, Pam.
Yeah, so happy to get that done and freed up a Mania slot for 2020.
Yes. And thank you so much. All right. So I also had a finish this week. What are you doing?
Nothing?
Okay. Nothing. And this is the Plum Street that I was talking about, that I was just so in love with it, man.
She could hardly leave home. She loved this thing so much.
Okay.
I came home on Sunday and she went over to it on the table where we put stuff for the next video, and she went, "I've missed you."
I didn't even speak to the cats.
Talk about falling in love with a project.
I didn't even speak to the cats.
She spoke to that project before she said hello to the cats.
I was like, I missed you so much. I did.
It's got to be one of your favorites.
I almost
stitches.
brought it with me just so I wouldn't be apart from it.
Sick.
Problem. Okay, what am I talking about? But this lovely chart. Paulette, what have you done to me?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Paulette's Ball. Serial Ball collection of sampler lessons, lesson 4. This adorable little chart.
Do you have all the lessons?
I don't think so.
Oh, you just got that one, huh?
I just love this one. Because I love the words on it.
Oh, okay. The sentiment.
The sentiment. So look for this in a future giveaway.
Yep.
Because the words are, be you to others kind and true as you would have others be to you.
There you go.
And I just love that sentiment. I also love to live that sentiment. And I think that that is important in today's world. And I am going to have this be made into a pillow.
Yeah.
And it calls for it to be done on 36 count. Mine's in 32 count. I know it's going to be a little bit larger of a pillow. I don't care.
There you go.
Because it can be the back pillow in a dough bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is my finish.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
And it is on 32 count pecan butter. Yep. From Lakeside Linens. Mm-hmm. This is the first time I've ever stitched on Lakeside Linens, and I want to throw all my linen out and just stitch on Lakeside.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so amazing.
Yeah.
It was just like it was just glorious.
Yeah.
So, it was all wonderful and lovely, and I loved every second of it, and thank you, Paulette. Mm-hmm. So, if you are interested in this chart, we have copies of them at Keepsakes. Unfortunately, we do not carry Lakeside Linens, but I have some recommendations if you are out there and looking for them. This is also the first time I've ever put my initials on anything. And looking at it right now, they look really far.
They look like dollar signs.
Well, they look far away, but I counted right.
Yeah,
so
it's fine. It's fine. I think it looks lovely.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with it.
Yeah.
So I'll have to give it away to give it to Jan.
Oh, dear.
But then I'll get it back and I'll show you it all
She's usually pretty good with her turnaround time, so you won't have it
So I'm going to take it to the shop tomorrow.
Oh, well, then you're going to speed it up right there.
And then maybe it'll be back by the time I come back from gallery.
That's right.
Hi, Jan.
Yeah.
So that is that.
Very good.
Happy finishes, everyone.
All right.
All right. Let's talk about some deals, shall we? Can you put this in there while I talk about the deals to the people?
Yep.
All right. So first things first. And I know that we're running long, but it's because we had a retreat. Okay. So the first situation is the Color and Cotton thread. I like the word situation. Is the Color and Cotton thread of the month. Thank you. Thread of the month club from Color and Cotton, offered through Crazy Annie's Stitchin. It is a amazing thread of the month club. All we're going to say about it today is that the club is full for this year. Except she does have some extra sets of fibers for this month. And then if you click on the link below in the description box, you'll see what she has available for the rest of the year. I have not heard a word from her about being able to add any extra spots, but what is available is listed on the description box below. There are 3 different color packages you can get. The primitive colors, the all colors, or the brights. There is no color overlap. So if you're looking to hype up your Color and Cotton thread collection, which we highly encourage you to do, this is a great way to do it. She will not be doing a Color and Cotton thread club in 2020. So if you want to grab your colors now, I highly recommend it. So follow the link below and you can get your threads. Then the second promotion is the SewMuch2Luv Project Bag of the Month Club. So I'll give you a little bit of the details. So this club is also full for 2019. However, we get to see Karen in just a few days at Galleria, which I'm super pumped about. And then after she gets back from Galleria and rested up from all of the excitement that will be, she will get the link to me for signups for 2020. We will be taking part in the club. It's been one of my most favorite things we've done this year by far. And because if you know me and you watch this channel, you know I have a project bag love. And so it's just been an amazing club to be a part of. And Karen is an exceptional seamstress, and she's always on time, and she's so thoughtful with her packaging, and it is just glorious. So one of the pieces of mail that we came home to from the Tiara retreat was our September bag of the month. And so I will show you its contents. So not only is it a lovely handmade bag, which I'll show you at the end, but it is a bag full of wonderful, wonderful goodies and a handwritten note from Karen. And she explains all of the lovely things inside the bag. So I won't read you the whole letter, but I will just to make sure that I got it right. So Karen loves fall. I love fall. Don't we all love fall? Let's just be honest about it. And so she said that this time of year reminded her of kids going back to school. Her grandkids are back in school. And so she included a bunch of tools that she had found recently that she thought were super handy that she wanted us to try as well. So first and foremost, she always includes a bag of stash tea. This month is Chai Spice. Yes, please. And also a bag of Jelly Belly jelly beans, and because they're good and they're candy, so why not? So the 3 different tools she included in this package. The first is a package of 4 thread spool peels is the word I'm looking for. That's what I've always known them as. She calls them huggers.
Spool huggers.
Spool huggers. So I haven't taken them out of the package yet, obviously.
Well, she's a seamstress. So
yeah.
She would associate them with spools of thread. And you wrap them around your spool of thread to keep your thread on the spool.
Correct, but she also mentioned in the note that they are super handy for holding back extra fabric on your Q snap.
Yes.
And that's where I learned about them.
That's what we use them for.
Yes. So she gave us a pack of 4, which is excellent. Always use extras of those.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can find more of those if you want them by searching on Amazon for spool huggers.
Right.
And then she included a Tooltron, which is the brand name, sewing and quilting tweezer. Mm-hmm. Red polkas. Yes, ma'am. Right. And she said that they're handy for grabbing those pesky thread bits that want to hang on while frogging. So true. Or cat hairs. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'll be using those for. Thanks, Karen. And then the last tool is, what did she call them? Cables. So a set of 4 cables. Mm-hmm. And I didn't, again, want to take them out of the packaging because I didn't want to lose them. But they screw one end onto another. You can screw multiple ones together to make bigger rings. And they basically are the best replacement for thread rings.
Right. The metal ones.
The metal.
That sometimes come apart. Yeah. Those sometimes come apart and all your thread drops slip off. And
I love these. Don't get me wrong.
They're fine, but they could be faulty.
Correct. So these you just screw together, and she gave us a set of 4 in 4 colors. So I'm excited to try these. Vicky talked about them at Retreat this weekend too, and she said that she's replaced all of her thread rings with those cables, and so I'm excited about that.
So very nice contents this month.
Yes, and then this is the gorgeous project bag, and this is why you're gonna want to sign up for the club come October. All right, this is a September bag of the month from SewMuch2Luv. So if you can't tell, it's a bunch of sewing, stitching motifs, and they all look like they've been stitched right onto the fabric. And this beautiful lace detail, I love this. And this top white material. And then the inside, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it's basically this in a white and cream colorway. And then her signature felt heart. And then the back, more of the red fabric. Red's her favorite color. Red's my favorite color. So we love the September bag. That is for sure. Right. So I've linked her Etsy shop below if you want to go check out the other bags that she has in her shop. If you're going to Galleria, you're going to want to stop by her room for sure. And then also sometimes she has extra bags of the month for sale in her shop. If that bag speaks to you, you can go check out her shop and get your own. Right. If you're not part of the club. And don't forget to come back and check us out in October for the link to sign up for the SewMuch2Luv Bag of the Month Club in October.
For 2020.
Right. Yes. And then our last and not most important because they're all important, but our last but certainly not
regular
least promotion.
Another one of our regular promotions.
Yes, is the Twin Peak Primitives promotion that we do, which is a twofold promotion. Right. So the first part is the pattern of the week.
Right.
And so this pattern will run from today, which is Monday, September 16th, to Monday, September 23rd.
Right. Because we're going to be late again next week.
Correct. So it will run Monday to Monday, a full week. Right. And so how the pattern of the week works is that we look through their collection of charts and we pick out one that we love, that we think that you will love too. We tell the girls over at Twin Peak Primitives in the Netherlands, and we say, hey, we like this. Can we make this one the pattern of the week? And they say, sure. And then they make it 15% off for all of our wonderful viewers.
Right.
So tell us about this week's chart.
Yeah, they've already put this up on their Twin Peak Instagram page, and Beach Cottage has already posted it as well. Yes. It is time for long-awaited movie, Downton Abbey. And I believe it is going to be in theaters on the 20th, which will be while we're away, and we will be going to the theater to see it upon our return.
I was like, we're not going in St. Louis.
No, we're not going in St. Louis.
Okay.
Have you tried the Downton Abbey Tease? This is my second canister. Stephanie gave me a canister of it Christmas or two ago.
Yep.
This is Mrs. Patmore's pudding tea. And so, anyway.
I didn't give you that way, did I? That flavor way?
No, you gave me a black tea. I can't remember.
Okay.
Anyway, these are put out by the Republic of Tea, and every flavor is really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, the movie is coming. So we thought it would be timely to offer up Twin Peaks' answer to Downton Abbey, and it is called the Nobility Sampler, in parentheses, Downton Abbey. It's been out for a while, but here comes the movie, so here comes the pattern of the week, and we're going to insert a picture of it right here.
Here.
So there you go. Isn't that great? There's even a picture of the matriarch of the family.
Yes.
So
it's glorious.
It's really a beautiful and beautiful sampler, and something, if you are a Downton Abbey fan, you would want to perhaps stitch and hang in your TV room.
Yes.
That's sort of what I'm going to do.
Okay.
We also want to mention...
Yes. The trip to the Netherlands.
The Dutch Mania chart that you should buy.
So we basically have a month left for you to get on it.
Right.
And purchase your copy of Tracking the Seasons by Twin Peak Primitives. What purchasing that chart does is it puts your name on a list to potentially win a ticket to the Netherlands. All expenses paid trip.
Accommodations, flights, travel,
all the things.
Meals, everything.
Paid.
Paid.
To basically have a cross-stitch tour of the Netherlands and maybe a couple other countries with us. It's going to be a hoot and holler, you know that.
Right.
So, thanks, Kev. And so, if you've been putting it off,
yeah, now's the time.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Just go purchase the chart.
Right.
You can purchase the chart. I didn't mention this with the pattern of the week, but you can purchase both the pattern of the week and Tracking the Seasons from the Twin Peak Primitive Etsy shop, the Twin Peak Primitive website, or if you'd rather have a hard copy, you can get yours from Beach Cottage Stitcher. If you're getting the pattern of the week, just mention that you heard about it from us, and you can get 15% off.
Right.
If you are getting your Tracking the Seasons and you purchase it from any of those three options, you are good to go. Names on the list. Check. Done. If you purchase Tracking the Seasons from your local needlework shop, as opposed to Twin Peak Primitives Direct or Beach Cottage Stitchers, then you have one extra step to do, and that is to take a photo of the chart and post it on either Instagram or the Twin Peak Primitives Facebook business page using the hashtag Dutch Mania, and that's Mania with a Y, DUTCHMAYNIA, and will periodically check that list of hashtags and add your name to the list. So we are getting so excited. When we get back from all of our trips in September and October, then we will be drawing the name for the big trip to the Netherlands. So we're so excited, so don't miss out on your chance to go with us.
Absolutely.
Someone's got to win. It might as well be you.
Might as well be you.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
All right. That brings us to
mail call.
Wow.
All right.
What did we get in the mail this week?
Well, Pam, it's been a doozy.
It's been a doozy.
We had a lot in the mailbox today.
Yeah. He dumped it all on my front steps today.
He sure did.
Rang the bell and ran.
Yes. So, if you all recall, for the month of August, I believe it was, we had an added promotion for a needlework shop in Northern California called Threads Entwined. Trish is the owner. Hi, Trish. And she reached out to us and asked us if we wanted to give our viewers a coupon code, and we said sure, absolutely, why not. She has both an online needlework shop and a brick and mortar as well, and so we did that through the month of August, and she wanted to do something for us as a thank you, and so we got her package today. So she sent us this beautiful peacock card. gorgeous. Thank you for the very, very kind note. We love it. And then she sent us some charts as well. So these are the ones that she sent for me. This first one is from, she said that she saw the charts and she thought of us, and so she sent them. So this is from Vintage Needle Arts, and it's called Look at him. Super cute. Super cute. And then she also saw this tempting tangles called Mr. Blueberry Blue, and it's got a cat on it, and it says, "We're going to help you stitch." Look at all the mice with the threads running through. And not only did she send me the chart, she sent me the Dinky Dyes thread pack as well. So that's fun. Thank you, Trish.
Right. She sent me a design called Adjust Your Sails from Little Dove Designs. Whoops. Adjust Your Sails.
Yes.
And she sent me Boston Light from Primitive Hair. And the variegated fabric for it.
Yep.
And as some of you may recall who watch our channel regularly, these duplicate things I already have.
Right.
So we are heading toward a milestone subscriber number. Yeah. And we will be putting all of these lovely gifts from Trish up in our giveaway.
Yes. And
we thank you very much, Trish, for your gesture. And we enjoyed promoting your business.
And I think that that's doing Trish justice, is passing it on. I mean, this is a freaking awesome thing to get.
Yeah.
This Pam already has it, so.
Yeah.
So why we don't need to. I'm not going to stitch it.
Right. Okay.
So also in Milka,
right,
is this lovely pattern set from Carol. So Carol sent me an Instagram message and she said, "Hey, I was going through some old magazines and I found these two charts and I wanted to know if you wanted them." And I said, yeah, absolutely 100%. So the first one is from Lottie Da, and I don't know, let's see, do I have a name for this? Sorry, hold please. School Days is what it's called. Okay. From Lottie Da. And that's what it looks like. That'd be a good one for September, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Love it.
Old brick schoolhouse.
Yes. And then this one, hold on to your pants, people.
Yep.
This was when it was in a magazine before it was in a book, and this is a Summer Jubilee. Yeah. From Blackbird Designs.
Yeah. She sent them in nice plastic.
Yes, and these nice
protectors
with a incredibly kind note.
Yes.
And so,
yeah,
thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Those were very, very, very much appreciated.
Okay. Let's do that box next.
All right. Well,
give me the box.
Lisa strikes again.
Lisa.
Lisa.
Okay.
That one.
Yes.
Our friend Lisa up in Wisconsin.
Hello, Lisa. Okay. So.
Such a sweetheart.
Are these both for second pen down? I'm on it.
I wouldn't set it on there because it'll just slide off again.
Oh, bam. Okay, so she sent cards for both of us. This was my lovely card. Just like a thinking of you, love you card. Yeah. So kind. Yeah. This is Lisa Kretzer we're talking about, our friend in Wisconsin, if you don't remember. Yeah. And she sent me, my aunt actually has one of these in her car. I didn't know what the heck it was when I saw it. They must
be popular in Wisconsin.
They must be a Wisconsin thing. Okay? Because I'd never seen one before. So, this is what it looks like. I love this. And you're like, what the hell is it? So, it clips onto the visor in your car. Yeah. So, like, it goes like this. You can see the cat. Yeah. Right? But wait for it. It's not just, like, decorative. Okay? I mean, it's decorative, but there's more to it. Right. So, you twist it. And it comes off. Right. And then you put these little things in it. Yeah. and then you peel the tops off of them.
Their fragrances.
Their flavors.
Flavors.
Do not eat. Okay. And then you put the cat back on the thing, and you screw the cat back on, like so.
And then you slide
it into your visor, and then your car smells amazing.
There you go.
And I'm so pumped about it, because I was like, I want one of those.
Yeah.
After I saw my aunt had one, and Lisa had one too. Yeah, that's why. That's why she got it for me. Because
That's right. We were in her car.
Yep, we went to the Jelly Belly factory.
When we went to Jelly Belly. There we go.
Yep. It's all coming together now, Lisa. So she gave me the ocean scent and crisp morning air.
Oh boy.
So
we're gonna be.
I don't know which. I don't know which one. Which one do I want first?
I don't know, but don't decide here.
Anyway, vote below.
Vote below.
I'll put a poll on Instagram and you guys can vote. Those are from Bath and Body Works, by the way.
Okay, well,
yes.
Oh, okay. Just this reference. She wrote me a note. I'm just reading it again for clarity.
Refresh your memory over here.
For clarity. Look at that pretty card. Isn't that pretty?
Gorgeous.
Anyway, she stopped at the Finishing Touch down in Louisville. I guess she was down there and she was on her way back to Wisconsin. I don't know. Anyway.
She went to like the Carolinas or something.
So they handed out, they gave her, at the Finishing Touch, they gave her a Cricut freebie. And I could show you the chart because it's a freebie.
Yeah.
But I knew I had seen, somebody's already stitched this. Yeah. And I do want to stitch it. So this is a picture of somebody else's stitching,
not
probably
Pam.
from Instagram. So don't, I'm not going to credit it.
Because she doesn't know who it's by.
I don't know who it's by. And I don't know whether they stayed with the called for, whatever. But this is called Clear Sailing from Cricut.
It's a freebie.
And it's a freebie. And this is what it looks like. Isn't that cute?
Yes.
And the only reason I looked down at this green crab, and that's where I'm thinking the woman might have deviated.
Or man.
Or man, the stitcher, I should say.
So what Cricut Collection often does with their...
check that color.
Please check. What Cricut Collection often does is they publish a freebie and then, then it's on their site for a while and then they take it down and put up a new one. So if that is still the freebie on the Cricut Collection website, then I will link it below for you.
Right.
If it's not still available, then I will not link it.
Yeah, these colors aren't real true.
Oh, really?
But you get the drift.
Yeah.
I mean, the lady's got the...
Periscope. Not a unicorn.
Anyway, and a lighthouse and a sailboat, and says clear sailing.
It's very cute.
Now, I would think of the expression as saying smooth sailing.
But no, Pam, it's clear sailing.
But this says clear sailing.
So you're going to stitch it, and it's going to say clear sailing.
Yep.
Or
so anyway, thanks, Lisa, for the freebie chart.
Or are you going to rechart it to say smooth sailing?
You never know.
We got a long flight to the Netherlands. You can do that.
That's right.
All right. So this next, and last piece of mail call. Oh, man. Okay. It's from lovely Linda.
Yep.
Okay. So Linda came to StitchCon.
Right.
Linda is a hoot.
Yes.
She lives in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she signed this Just Keep Stitchin' viewer and Grateful Stitch Conner, Linda Keith, South St. Paul, Minnesota.
Stitch Conner. That's going to be a noun.
Yes, and she wrote us this beautiful, beautiful note.
Right.
And she even wrote something in Dutch for have a wonderful trip. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of her card, she included this lovely photo of the three of us. How amazing is that?
At StitchCon.
With the bell.
In front of the sign.
Yes, I'm obsessed with this.
Yeah.
And this is the really pretty card
Isn't
that she
that cool?
Love
I
this
love
card.
That. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah, that's a cool card.
Okay. So, her instructions. Here's yours, Pam.
Uh-huh.
Her instructions. Not instructions, but there's no Don't get excited. There's no instructions. Her words in the card said that we'd been getting a lot of Holland, the Netherlands, Dutch cross-stitch charts, but that we needed some project bags for them to go into. And I was like, well, I'm so excited. So before we show you the beautiful project bag she made for us, she also sent along this tin.
Looks like a Band-Aid tin.
Yes, and it says Amsterdam on the top. Greetings from Amsterdam. And it's got all these little cute little motifs all over it.
Right.
It's the freaking cutest little tin ever.
Right.
And then on the inside, she filled it with those little clips.
Yep.
Which are always the handiest clips.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, we love this.
Yeah.
And then, Linda made us bags. Okay, show your bag, Pam.
All right. So, are you
show
ready
the front
for this?
first.
All right. Now, this is awesome.
These are amazing.
Vinyl fronts. So, this is the inside fabric. Look at that.
So cool.
Look at that blue.
And she said that the houses were tilted on the fabric. She said in the note, she's like, I'm not a terrible seamstress. The houses are tilted on the fabric.
Okay. Okay.
So don't come at her.
Don't come at her.
We'll come at you.
Or us. And then the back is all these houses and windmills and sailboats and
so
trees and tulips, of course. Tulips, of course. And the bell pull is...
Bell pull?
Bell pull. Zipper pull.
Yes.
Is a
windmill and
and a separate little charm with the letter P.
How freaking cute is that?
I love it.
Me too.
Love it, love it, love it.
Would you like to see mine?
Of course we do.
Okay. This is the front of mine with polka dots because she knows I love a good polka. Right, Linda? And then this is the back of mine.
Isn't that cute?
Look at all those pretty houses.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it so much. And then mine is a little windmill charm too with a letter S.
Very, very sweet.
Linda, we love them.
Very, very sweet. Here. Whoops, where'd mine? Oh, mine fell.
Pam?
Here we go.
And so I have been keeping all of our Netherlands, Holland, Amsterdam, whatever charts in one big project bag. And so now we get to split them up and start kitting them up and getting excited for it. I'm pumped for it. All right, so next let's move on to some haul, shall we?
Time for haul.
Yes, time for haul. All right, so it doesn't help that I work at a needlework shop. Okay. So first and foremost, we had some new releases come into the shop. So I made some purchases. This is number 3 and number 4 from the Sew Together, S-E-W Together series from Jeanette Douglas. And number 3 is Scissors and Threads.
Oh, I love that. Ooh.
Hands off my charts, Pam.
I like it.
And then number 4 is, from the same series, is Flax and Linen.
Mm-hmm.
I love that so much. I mean, I love them both, but that's really pretty. And then, from the Blue Flower, so if you kept up with Janine McGowan's releases at Nashville Needlework Market this past March, you know that she was pretty much the belle of the ball. She was very successful, which was amazing for her in her new company of designs, and they're awesome and lovely and beautiful. And she has a series of seasonal squirrels. Yep, you heard me correctly. Seasonal squirrels. So her newest one, Halloween Squirrel, is now in the shop, and I am dead. Actually, I'm deceased. Completely deceased. Look at that freaking squirrel with a Dracula cape on, and then the baby squirrel with the crown on its head. Oh, look at that. I just love it. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's beautiful. Yes, please. All day long.
Yep.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yep.
Janine, you're good. And then we had a, speaking of National Needlework Market, we've been waiting on our hand-dyed fabric by Stephanie order since Market, and it came into the shop last Monday. And so, one of the things I had wanted was a fat quarter of Jack's Rum. So, this is the color Jack's, that's showing.
Wow. It's not that yellow.
Yeah, it's really not that yellow, I promise. It's really a golden.
Yeah, our light is changing because it's dark outside now.
But it is...
It's a very pretty gold.
It's a whiskey color, for sure.
Yeah,
it looks like
wow.
whiskey.
It's not that yellow at all.
Yeah, so this is a fat... Well, hold on.
That's a little better.
Right. It looks like baby puke when I hold it up, but it's really not. It's a gorgeous goldenrod yellow.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nope. Still not going to do
well.
it. All right. I think what happens is it plays off our skin tones, and that's why it's like that. But Jack's Rum is a beautiful color, and even though, okay, this is month 9. Even though we waited 6 months for it, I'm still glad to have it. So that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had to, there was a, okay, so there is a chart that, that's what I thought. There's a chart that I am starting at Midwest that I will tell you all about after we go to Midwest. But there's a color that I needed for that chart, and it was back ordered at Keepsakes, and I didn't know how long it was going to be back ordered for. So I went online to Down Sunshine Lane and placed a thread order, and to make it worth the shipping, I ordered a chart as well. And so I got, this is new from Erica Michaels. This is St. Nick's Berry.
Isn't that adorable?
He's so precious.
Yeah.
This is not the silk gauze version, just so we're clear. This is the linen version. So I love it. It's super cute. And that is that. All right. Why don't you show your stuff?
Okay.
I have more, but we'll wait.
Okay.
Yeah, you can show that.
Did we get this at the
No,
retreat?
that's our fabric of the month.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay, Pam. We're here for the ride.
Under the Sea Fabric of the Month.
Yeah.
And it is Hera.
Mm-hmm.
And it is beautiful.
Gorgeous. Ooh, that's showing up really accurate.
That's very accurate.
Yes.
So we get one piece of Jobelin, 32 count.
A fat half.
And we get a fat half. So that's a beautiful blue. Beautiful blue.
Beautiful.
Beautiful blue. Can you fold that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I was wondering how long.
And we also got, can you imagine what my front steps look like when we got our mail delivered today?
And we were literally only gone for 2 mail days.
Yeah. We just had a lot of things that we were expecting.
We sure did.
We got our 2 pieces of 32 count Lugana.
Yes.
From Picture This Plus through Annie.
Yes.
Crazy Stitchin'. We got a piece of...
This is the fabric of the month. Oh, sorry. Legacy. And this is the fabric of the month club that signups will also open in October. So look for that.
Right. This is a PTP we have not ever received. And it's very, very different. I like it a lot. And it is called Masquerade.
And that's pretty accurate.
Pretty true.
Yeah.
Mostly mint green with some purple splotches.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yep. Masquerade.
Yes.
Masquerade. And...
Do we fold that one too? Or
I think I got it. There's the thingamajig.
Yep.
Also, this is going to be funny. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready, Pam.
I saw this on one of the stash unload or unloading sites. I can't tell you which one. Doesn't really matter. This is
because it's not on there anymore.
This is pretty old. This is out of print.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. And basically, it's a very long, not very tall, but wide design.
As in long.
And I remember when this came out, and we all just howled. And it probably was 15, 20 years ago.
Oh, good night.
It's from a designer called Glitter Gulch Needlework.
Yeah. GGN.
That's right. FlossTube.
Terrible.
Now, the darker line through here, I did look at this a little bit. The darker line are cross stitches, and pretty much the rest of it is black work, if you will. Mm-hmm. Or red work.
Red work in this
depending
case.
on what you stitch it with.
Right.
So I think it's hysterical. And it was really, really cheap because probably most people don't remember when this came out, but I've been around a while.
Yes, you have.
And I went, oh, I remember that one. FlossTube. And then Stephanie brought these home for me.
I sure did.
Because
I'm a good kid.
She's a good kid. And these are brand new from Cross-Eyed Cricket. $3.45 and $3.46.
Brand new.
Mint condition. This is One If by C. And you get a whole alphabet for those little sailboats down there.
So she could do her initials or
I could
Pam.
do PAM. I could do PGS.
Could do SCS.
Yep. One If by C. You know I had to have that one.
Yep, it says keep the light on.
Keep the light on, and it also says
Liberty.
Liberty.
Like, duh.
And $3.46, the Cricket Collection. This one's been getting a lot of interest on Facebook because it was a club kit originally.
It was?
For some event, and it's taken them a while to release it.
Interesting.
And it is called A Wicked Patch.
Like, shut the frickin' front door.
So, yeah.
I wonder what that was for originally.
I don't know, but if you look on the Cricket Facebook page, the Cricket Stitchers page, not the business, but the
Facebook
people who like to stitch cricket,
yeah,
you'll see there's been a lot of buzz about this.
Oh.
And you can see why, because isn't it just adorable?
I die.
Yeah, I die. So, that's it.
For you, I have 2 other things I wanted to share with you.
Okay.
For the haul section of the program. One of them, so I think I've mentioned this before on this channel, is, well, I like project bags, that's a given. But every once in a while, I like to do just a general Etsy search for vinyl front project bag and see what is out there for new makers. And if I see something on Instagram, I will go check out their shop, see if anything interests me, just to try somebody out and give them some business. And if they have something I like, then I purchase one and give them a little shout out on their channel and see if you guys are interested too. It's a truly organic situation. It's no one reaching out to me asking if they can send me something or anything. It's just me trying to support somebody doing something. And that's that. So it's me supporting a small business. So I found this lovely shop on Etsy, and pardon me while I write down the name of the shop. It is called 3 Kittens Quilting. Cute. Everything is spelled out. So it's like the letter the word 3, and then kittens, and then quilting. I will, of course, link their Etsy shop below for you. And I had my eye on this particular project bag, and I saw that there weren't very many left, or and a bunch of people had it in their cart, and I was like, man, I just gotta buy it. So I purchased it, and then I got a message from Amy, who is the owner at 3 Kittens Quilting, and she said to me, is this Stephanie, as in the Stephanie from JustKeepStitchin on FlossTube? Oh my gosh, I'm so honored that you bought it back. I was like, calm down. Yes, it's me. You're welcome. Thank you for making something so beautiful. So the package came, and she had made me this adorable little extra notions bag, and she said a little something extra for you, which is very, very sweet, with the cute little gnomes on it. Look at that cute little fabric. Love that. And it's vinyl front as well for my threads for a project. And then this is the bag that I purchased, and I've never seen this fabric before, and I was like, yes, ma'am. I was a big time Girl Scout. My mom was as well. And I was the top selling cookie girl in my troop for like 4 years. It's kind of a big deal, whatever. I also just really enjoy eating Girl Scout cookies, generally speaking. And so I saw this bag and I knew I had to have it. So this is what the back looks like. So for those of you that are not familiar, this is the Girl Scout symbol.
Trefoil.
Trefoil. And then, so as you can see, it's quilted. It's lovely.
Yep.
And then this is the inside fabric.
Oh my gosh, isn't that
Are
cute?
you dead? It is freaking cute. So it's vinyl front and the cute little zipper pull. So it's got your caramel delights. It's got your peanut butter patties. It's got your thin mints. It's got your peanut butter things. It's sandwiches. It's got your trefoils. It's got all the good stuff in there. I love this bag. Thank you so much, Amy. Like I said, I will link her Etsy shop below if you guys want to go check out her shop. And she has a bunch of other beautiful bags, so please go check them out.
Cool.
So this situation of trying out people's project bags started a long time ago, and one of the first people that we hooked up with in that regard was Teresa at Diddly Daddle Designs. And like last September, we had a coupon code for all of our viewers for her shop. She makes beautiful bags. She sent us gorgeous gifts, and we've purchased a lot of bags from her, and she's one of my favorite bag makers. I noticed on Instagram, like maybe 2 weeks ago, that she and Robin from Magnolia Baby Creates, which is also another Etsy shop, we're doing a special winter/Christmas collaboration. And that there was going to be a bag and then something from Robin, and there was only going to be a certain quantity of them, and like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I must have this. So, the day that it went live, I went over and I purchased one, and I was just so excited. And it's nice to see people that I know in the making community collaborating and making these really special things. So, I meant to look, but I don't know if there's any more of these available. So I will, I'm sorry if I'm sending you into the dark, about that. And whatever they made initially was how many they were going to make. So I'm sorry if I'm being mean and teasing you, but I also, if you've never checked out Diddly Daddle Designs project bags before, or
you need to check
or Robin at Magnolia
in general,
yes, or the things that Robin at Magnolia Baby creates. She makes cute little needle minders, and she's just a really nice person in general. Then you should. So I will link both of their shops below, but check out Diddly Daddle Designs to see if there's any more of these packages. So they put together a wonderful Christmas package for us, or for the people that bought this collection. So this is the lovely thank you card. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you. And package of Skittles, because candy, and a package of Twinings tea, or is it Twinnings or Twinings?
Twinings.
Okay, Lady Grey tea, and a skein of DMC. And so from Robin, and I haven't taken it out of the package because I wanted to show you. This is a crochet dishcloth handmade for you by Magnolia Baby Creates and Diddly Daddle Designs. So I wanted to show you the cute packaging. First of all, super cute, and sorry about the crinkle. However, I want to get my real-time reaction to how soft this thing is. It's so soft. And it's this beautiful pumpkin color. Oh my.
Oh, nice. Very, very nice.
I'm going to use this as a pillow. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's super well made.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. And like, look at how cute this little label is.
Mm-hmm.
That's fresh. Love that.
Yeah.
So, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, also from Robin, we got this super cute needle minder that says Merry Christmas on it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. And the bag from Teresa at Diddly Daddle Designs is this beautiful Christmas bag.
Isn't that beautiful?
I love this so much. So if you're unfamiliar with Diddly Daddle bags, her sort of signature is, it's not a vinyl front bag. Look how beautiful that fabric is. Oh my gosh, I love these reindeer. And, which I have no problem with. I love the zipper at the very top, so you don't actually have to like go into your stash stuff. You can just unzip the top, which is very convenient. And she does these beautiful covered button zipper pulls. So she uses the Maine fabric, like the little reindeer. It's super, super cute. And then the inside is a beautiful green starry fabric. It's gorgeous. They're beautifully, beautifully made. My whip right now is actually being held in a Halloween diddly daddle bag. So they're super cute. She has them for all the seasons, all the holidays, all the things. Right. So I will link both of their Etsy shops below, so you can please go check them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my chair is empty now.
And my chair is empty. Beside us, we always keep what we want to share with you.
There's stuff everywhere. But...
we want to thank you most sincerely. This is another one that's a little on the long side.
Long in the tooth, as Pam would say.
We're not apologizing, but we knew that we had to cover all of this stuff before next week's video, or it would be a half-day video.
Yes, 12 hours.
If you've broken this video up into 4 or 5 pieces,
cool.
That's perfectly cool.
Yeah. Don't draw Pam.
If you know what I'm trying to get out, and I'm
struggling.
I'm driving the struggle bus.
Pull it together.
There are more and more and more and more FlossTube channels popping up everywhere around the world, and there is a wide variety of formats and styles and frequencies and all of that jazz.
Yes.
So we truly, truly, truly do appreciate you stopping by and checking out what we're up to, because you do have a choice.
Yes.
And so
we're lucky you chose us.
The fact that you stopped by and spent some time with us, even if it is in pieces,
that's fine too.
We totally get it. We totally get it.
Totally.
We have been home for a day and a half, and we are home for one more day until we hit the road again.
Yes.
We are off to our second year at Needlework Galleria in St. Charles, Missouri, which is right outside St. Louis. If you are unfamiliar, Needlework Galleria is a marketplace for the regular stitching customer to purchase, to sit and stitch, to socialize, to reunite with friends, to eat and drink.
Yes.
And so
we're going to do all of that.
We are very, very excited. Last year there were 3 of us. This year there are 5, because the more the merrier. We are very excited.
Yes.
2 of the 5 of us have never been. We cannot wait to share the fun with them.
Yes.
We cannot wait to see people that we saw at Galleria last year. If you are going to Galleria, please come by and say hi. We would love, love, love to see you.
Yes. And
we are looking forward to seeing some of our favorite vendors and perhaps laying down some
cold hard cash.
I've
been saving my pennies.
There you go. So, because of that, our video will be
a day late, but not $1 short.
That's right. Maybe a few dollars short. But anyway.
I mean, we'll be $1 short.
We're going to be many dollars short. But anyway, we're going to be off schedule again next week. It'll probably be a week from tonight. As you can probably tell, it is now nighttime. So.
Because I have to work.
Yeah.
Because I have a job.
Right. So, one more day of running the laundry through, and one more day of work for you, and then we are on our way to Galleria.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by. It's been wonderful to see you and visit with you, and we hope you have a wonderful stitchy week. We'll have lots of memories and fun and pictures and videos and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
When we get home from trip number 2.
Yes.
So until then.
Yes.
I'm Pam.
And I am Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching. Bye!